Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Francis Bradley, and I'm the Chief Operating Officer of the Canadian Electricity Association. I'm very pleased to be joined today by Judith Ferguson, Executive Vice President, Regulatory, Legal and Business Planning from Nova Scotia Power, Tim Boston, Vice President, Public Policy and Government Relations from ENMAX, based in Calgary, Alberta, and Charles Berndt here from Hydro Ottawa. L'OCE est la voie nationale de l'électricité au Canada. Nos 37 membres produisent, transportent et distribuent de l'électricité. Ils assurent que les Canadiens aient de l'accès à l'électricité fiable, propre et abordable. Nous nous occuperons de garder les lumières allumées en votre nom. Today, we're here to celebrate innovation and disruption at Canadian electricity companies. Innovation is happening everywhere. Often, we think of startups based in incubators across North America. We picture new graduates working all night, pitching to angel investors for their big opportunity. However, the world of disruption exists beyond the startup clusters in Silicon Valley and southwestern Ontario. The pace of change in the electricity industry is as great as it has ever been. Our sector is looking ahead to an unparalleled era of investment. CEA is here to celebrate the ingenious innovation at electricity companies across Canada, propelled by several factors. These include customers, climate change, and electrification. Customers are looking for more ways to interact with their electricity. Our educated public will continue to inform the types of investment electricity companies pursue, including the pursuit of smart speaker systems, utility phone apps, and renewable energy investments. De plus, les changements climatiques ont une incidence sur la façon dont nous mettons à niveau notre technologie. Un remplacement n'est plus considéré comme suffisant. Nos entreprises doivent construire une infrastructure plus forte et plus adaptable. And then there's the movement towards electrification. This economy is electrifying industrial processes, building systems, and transportation. The world is changing, and electricity companies are keeping up with that change. Last year, we were proud to shed some light on the innovation happening across our sector. We celebrated 20 projects that were either in design, underway, or already in use by customers. This year, we welcomed another 25 remarkable projects to Ottawa that will truly change the way we think about electricity. LED lights, smart thermostats, energy-efficient appliances are parts that are readily visible to customers. These have obvious benefits for the user, but they also help the grid overall. Innovation is happening in ways that consumers can't always see. New technologies are rapidly changing how electricity is generated and distributed. Ces technologies comprennent le stockage de l'électricité, qui permettra l'électricité produite pendant les heures de creuse d'être utilisée pendant les périodes de forte demande. Ceci rendra les énergies renouvelables plus efficaces et plus fiables. Les batteries et les véhicules électriques du grand public pourraient bientôt contribuer à l'alimentation de maisons individuelles. Le stockage à l'échelle industrielle pourrait allumer les communautés. Carbon capture and storage and utilization, new technologies, take the carbon otherwise emitted from generation for other purposes. Smart grid technology that, among other things, uses new communication and automation tools to help better use of existing capacity, to increase reliability, or to enable microgrids and virtual power plants. And of course, small modular reactors, nuclear power generation that offers smaller, flexible options to bring reliable, emissions-free power where it wasn't available before. And so I'm very pleased to be joined today by some of our leading electricity companies that are truly disrupting the industry in Canada. I'd like to first invite Judith Ferguson from Nova Scotia Power to say a few words. Judith?
Thanks very much, Francis, and I'm very excited to be here today with my colleagues to talk about innovation in the electricity sector. I work with Nova Scotia Power. We serve approximately 500,000 customers, and our company provides 95% of the generation, transmission, and distribution of electricity in Nova Scotia. As Francis talked about, the pace of change in our sector is greater than it ever has been before. Innovation and advances in technology are essential for us in Nova Scotia as we continue our decarbonization journey. At Nova Scotia Power, we're committed to innovation. Innovation will help us use power smarter and provide more options for our customers. We are pleased that we can leverage one of Nova Scotia's natural advantages, wind, and match it with battery technology. We currently have a pilot project underway that powers homes with wind power and Tesla power walls. And we are excited about this potential, both for our grid and equally importantly for our customers.
Okay, thank you, Judith. Now I'm delighted to invite Tim Boston to introduce two projects that will be entering the CEA Centre of Excellence today. Over to you, Tim.
Merci, Francis. Very happy to be here on behalf of ENMAX. ENMAX innovation is absolutely a core part of our company, and we are looking at a suite of innovation projects across Alberta today. But today I just wanted to highlight two. First, finding an answer to urban gridlock. While energy consumers on Calgary's standard distribution network have been able to generate electricity from solar and sell back into the grid for about a decade, in Calgary and many urban settings across North America, there is also a highly specialized and reliable secondary network that doesn't actually allow for two-way flow of power. ENMAX is the first utility in Canada to propose a solution to this unique type of gridlock. With funding from Natural Resources Canada and from Alberta Innovates, ENMAX is demonstrating how innovative modifications to the network's highly specialized hardware, software, and communication systems could allow for two-way power flow on a segment of the grid that has not historically been allowed to support that. By advancing this technology, ENMAX will give customers in urban settings more choice, unlocking the potential for further small-scale clean energy generation, not only in Calgary, but in other cities across North America. Secondly, we're building Canada's what we're calling first hybrid electric gas turbine. ENMAX is pairing a 4.3 megawatt lithium-ion battery to one of our existing natural gas turbines at our Crossfield Energy Centre. This will be Canada's first hybrid electric gas turbine, which will be a game changer not only for Alberta, but across Canada. This innovative solution will enable ENMAX to have the turbine at the ready without using any fuel, similar to a hybrid car which idles with zero emissions at a red light and then can accelerate to full speed when the light turns green. The result is an estimated reduction of 274,000 tons of GHG emissions per year, the equivalent of moving 59,500 cars from the roads annually. And to help make this project a reality, ENMAX participated in Emissions Reductions Alberta Industrial Efficiency Challenge, and we thank both levels of government for their support for this innovation. Francis?
Great. Thank you. And finally, a local company here in Ottawa that has a project that's coming into our Centre of Excellence later today. Charles Berndt from Hydro Ottawa. Charles.
Thank you, Francis. Like Francis said, from Hydro Ottawa, I'd like to introduce two really important innovation projects that we have on the go. The first is the Smart Audio project. And to understand this project, you need to know that Hydro Ottawa, the customer is at the center of everything we do. With increasing competition and lower prices, the number of Canadians with smart speakers in their homes is growing exponentially, which is why Hydro Ottawa introduced its smart speaker skill, both Amazon Alexa and Google Home. Integrated with our billing and outage management systems, the skill provides customers with commonly requested information, including account information, electricity rates, current power outages, and ways to save electricity, and more. Voice-enabled services are providing our customers with quick, convenient, and effective ways to communicate with us in a fully secure way. The second project I'm excited to announce to you is the MyGen Transactive Grid project. MyGen Transactive Grid enables participants to help shape the future of the electricity grid by enabling homes and businesses to generate their own solar power, store, and share electricity in a connected microgrid. MyGen will reduce our carbon footprint, protect against outages, increase grid stability, and foster innovation. At Hydro Ottawa, this is no longer theoretical. We are putting MyGen out into the real world and have great partners supporters, and funders to do so. This is the way of the future. Canadian innovation is strong, and at Hydro Ottawa, we are proud to be leading the way. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Tim, Judith, and Charles. And finally, all 27 projects will be available for viewing now on our Centre for Excellence website, electricity.ca/innovation. Thank you for your time today, and we're open to any questions you may have.